Hello, my name is Nornajla Binti Norazman, and I will be presenting question 1 and question 2. So the first question is, you are required to count the number of failures in the mower test data. So by using the counting function, I was able to find the range that matched the specific criteria that the question wants, which is the number of failures. So the functional performance of 30 PLE mower equipment was tested using 100 observation. Only 54 of the 3,000 attempts that were made to get it work were recorded as failing, while the remaining 2,946 passed the mower test. So the number of failures are only 54. Next, question 2 asks to construct a new worksheet in the database to calculate the gross revenue. So what I have gained by calculating the data is over the past 5 years, an impressive count of 96,594,120 units of the PLE product mowers has been sold worldwide. Delving into the data, the figures reveal that North America emerged as the highest, with 79,677,500 mowers units has been sold. On the other end of the spectrum, China witnessed with the least demand for mower, with the mere 21,470 units finding homes, all during the years of 2015 and 2019. It's no wonder the industry witnesses mowers sales suppressing the 10 million benchmark, have embraced this tool. The demand for mowers remain Worldwide sales of PLE product for tractors have reached 570,880,750 units over the last 5 years, suppressing sales of mowers. The data indicates that North America sold the most tractors overall, with a total 234,752,150. China has the lowest of the tractor units. Only unit sales totaling 10,481,600 were recorded from 2015 to 2019. In conclusion, industry, especially this in North America, need tractors, machinery, because its sales have exceeded 10 million in 5 years.
Hi, my name is Zulaikha Binti Majdi. The first one is dealer satisfaction. This graph depicts overall dealer satisfaction from 2015 to 2019 in North America, South America, Europe, the Pacific, and China. According to this graph, the highest number for a scale of 5 in North America from 2015 to 2019 is 56 in 2019, and the lowest number is 11 in 2015. South America, on the other hand, received the highest score of 60 on a scale of 5 in 2019 and the lowest score of 2 in 2015 and 2016. Furthermore, in Europe, the highest number on a 5-point scale in 2019 is 8 and the lowest number is 4 in 2015 and 2016. In the Pacific, the highest number on a 5-point scale in 2018 is 3. The lowest number is 0 in 2015 and 2016. In China, the highest number on a scale of 5 in 2017 is 2. The lowest number in 2015 and 2016. Number 2, end user satisfaction. This graph shows end user satisfaction from 2015 to 2019 in North America, South America, Europe, the Pacific, and China. According to this graph, the highest number for a scale of 5 in North America from 2015 to 2019 is 49 in 2019, and the lowest number is 38 in 2015. South America, on the other hand, received the highest score of 38 on a scale of 5 in 2015, and the lowest score of 36 in 2017 and 2018. Furthermore, in Europe, the highest number on a scale of 5 in 2016 and 2018 is 37, while the lowest number is 31 in 2017. In the Pacific, the highest number on a scale of 5 in 2018 is 7, while the lowest number is 34 in 2015 and 2016. In China, the highest number on a 5-point scale is 14 in 2017, and the lowest number is 10 in 2015. Number 3, complaints. This graph shows the total complaints in North America, South America, Europe, the Pacific, and China from 2015 until 2019. Based on this graph, in North America from 2015 until 2019, the highest number of complaints was in 2019, 183 complaints, and the lowest was in 2015, which is 84 complaints. On the other hand, South America got the most increased complaints in 2019, 43 complaints, and the lowest in 2015 with only 9 complaints. Furthermore, Europe recorded the highest complaints in 2019 and the lowest in 2015 with 52 complaints. Pacific got the most increased complaints in 2018, 19 complaints, and the lowest in 2015 with 0 complaints. Next, number 4, mower unit sales. Based on this line chart, this chart depicts mower unit sales in North America, South America, Europe, the Pacific, China, and the rest of the world. It demonstrates that North America has the most data, while China has the least data compared to another region, with the last 5 years, which is from January 2015 to October 2019. Number 5, on-time delivery. Based on data of on-time delivery, the data has been recorded from 2015 until 2019. According to this graph, the highest on-time delivery percentage in 2015 was 98.9%, and the lowest was 98.1%. In 2016, 98.8% was the highest, and the 98.3% was the lowest. Aside from that, the highest in 2017 was 98.9% and the lowest was 98.7%. The highest was 99.1% in 2018 and the lowest was 98.4%. Finally, the highest on-time delivery percentage in 2019 was 99.3%, while the lowest was 98%.
Hello, my name is Nurul Fadzreen. I'm going to explain the answer for question 4. Before we dive into the answer, the question needs us to provide statistical information by representing a descriptive statistical for the 2014 customer survey data. Based on the statistics summary report of 2014 customer survey data, the sum of quality is 879, ease of use is 833, price is 734, and service is 828. The count for all data is 200. The mean or average of quality is 4.395, ease of use is 4.165, price is 3.67, and service is 4.14. The median for quality is 5, ease of use is 4, and it is the same with price and service. What is the data value that appears most frequently in a data set? Kurtosis is a measurement of the cumulative weight of a distribution scale in relation to the distribution curve's mean. The coefficient of kurtosis for quality is 3.1946826 and ease of use is 3.240404591, which indicates data are not widely spread around the mean because more than 3. Otherwise, price is 0.0175272215 and service is 1.42173891, which indicates data are widely spread around the mean because less than 3. A statistical metric called skewness may be used to determine if a distribution is skewed or asymmetrical. The coefficient of skewness for data quality is negative 1.4928301118, ease of use is negative 1.3191444614, Price is negative 0.7406477733 and service is negative 1.139503646. It shows coefficient skewness is negative, indicating left skewed distribution. Since 0.5 less than 1 indicates moderate skewness. The minimum data for all the data is 1, while the maximum for all the data is 5. That's all from my part. Next, I will pass to the next person.
Hi, my name is Lissa Marius, and I will be explaining about questions 5. For questions 5a, using the p-value approach, the analysis yielded an f-statistic value of 23.6907 with an extremely small p-value 1.0 at e negative 14, which is well below the chosen significance level of 0.05. Consequently, we reject the null hypothesis and conclude that the mean defects after delivery not equal across the groups not being compared. And for the critical value approach, the obtained f-statistic value of 23.6907 did not surpass the critical f value, which is 2.61. As a result, it means that the observed differences in the mean values among the groups being compared are not statistically significant. In other words, there is not enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. And for the questions 5b, the p-value approach, the f-statistic value is 1.7268 and the p-value is 0.1558, which is more than 0.05. And if the f-statistic value is 1.7268 and the corresponding value is 0.1558, which is greater than the chosen significant level of 0.05, it means that we fail to reject the null hypothesis. And for the critical value approach, the f-statistic value is 1.7268 and the critical f value is 2.53, whereby the critical f value is greater than the f-statistic value, which means the observed differences between the groups are not statistically significant. Thus, we fail to reject the null hypothesis.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Puteri Zahirah binti Sharizal and I will be presenting about question 6. So the question is, a sample of 40 field services engineers hired 10 years ago was selected to determine the influence of these variables on how long each individual stayed with the company. So that is the question. So the variables are the years of education, college, GPA, and age. So we need to use the regression analysis to assist us in evaluating the data of employee retention. So the first step that we have to do is we have to find the R-square, which we have to refer to the regression statistics. Here we have to refer to the R-square, which in here it is highlighted green, 0.1502. This shows that there are approximately 15% of how long those individuals stay in the company are explained by the variables. So R-square is also known as coefficient of determination, and the value would be in between 0 until 1. So the next step that we have to do is we have to find the f-test value. So in this table that we have to refer to the significance f, which is the highlighted green table, which we have is 0.1146. Since we have to refer to our rule of thumb, which is on the top side of the left is the yellow box. If the p-value is lower than the alpha value, we have to reject null, while if it is bigger than the alpha value, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. So since our f-test is 0.1146, it means that it is greater than the alpha value 0.05. This shows that it is not significant, which means that there is no sufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Therefore, there is no significant relationship between the variables and how long each individual stayed with the company. So we have to reject the alternative hypothesis and accept the null hypothesis. The third step we have to do is we have to find the t-test value. And since we have three variables, which is the year's education, college GPA, and the age, we can see that the p-value for both year's education and college GPA is higher than the alpha value, which is 0.05, which is 0.85131 for year's education and 0.57452 for college GPA. Therefore, we can conclude that the coefficients are more than 0.05. Thus, we fail to reject the null hypothesis and we have to reject the alternative hypothesis. On the other hand, we look at age. The column is highlighted yellow. The p-value for age is less than the alpha value, 0.05, which is 0.0376. And this shows that we need to reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. So both of these three have different conclusions. So the last step that we have to look at is the confidence interval. So we look at the lower 95% and the upper 95% in the table. So the confidence interval for year's education and college GPA got no zero in between. That means that if you put a table and you put the negative 0.78 until 0.663, there is zero in the middle, which means they have to pass through zero to go to the other number. So this means that there are no significant effects that it affects how long each individual stayed with the company. This means that we fail to reject the null hypothesis and reject the alternative hypothesis. On the other hand, there are no zero in between the age, which is between 0.0176 and 0.5654, which means that we have to reject the null and accept alternative hypothesis for this.